Да, можно так.
Да, только главное не упасть. Hello friends, my name is Adina and this is my new channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing my story about the postpartum. I'm actually a brand new mama of 2 boys under 2, and 3 weeks ago I gave birth to my second child, my son Kai, and I wanted to share my postpartum story with you because a lot of women, when we got pregnant, we think about the pregnancy, we think about our newborn baby, about the delivery, but we tend to forget about ourselves, to take care of ourselves and about the postpartum. So today I'll be sharing with you my work with doula. She's amazing. Her name is Nahid, and we have actually our last session today. So I'll be showing you some insights from what we do. I'll be telling you more information, and I really hope that you're gonna enjoy this video. Let's go! So we work with my doula for 3 weeks. We have 7 sessions total, and this is the very first procedure. Right here we are in my bathroom, and first thing we have is the bath with herbs and salt. The bath is highly recommended because it's gonna help your body to sweat out all the water retention which comes from the labor and the delivery, and it also is gonna help you to remove all the toxins. The second thing that we have is a Yoni steam right here, which could be a little bit on the weird side because I actually didn't know anything about the Yoni steam, but the procedure itself is so helpful. It's gonna actually help you to heal during these postpartum 40 days. Then we have some chamomile tea, so I can relax, listen to some music, we turn off the lights, we have some candle here. So really this atmosphere overall helps me to relax, to steam myself, and to help my body to rest and recover. So my doula prepared me delicious chocolate. I just got out of the bath and you can see I'm all sweating. And the next thing we're going to do is the body work. What Nahid does is she does a traditional tuna Chinese massage for the whole hour, and she always asks me if I have soreness somewhere, for example in my shoulders or here in the back, and she is a licensed massage therapist, so she helps with the whole body. We're gonna do some belly binding, there is some oil, and we're gonna turn off the lights, and it's gonna be a fun, enjoyable experience. I have a Mobi wrap right here. This is actually designed to carry the baby. So you can design it as a scarf and just carry the baby. So it's a baby carrier. But what we do with it, because it has really soft organic cotton, we are going to bind my belly, and Nahid does it really well. I really don't believe into these belly wraps which you can order from Amazon, which has like this very tough material. What Mobi wrap does, it actually helps to bring these warmth to your body, and whenever you are carrying a baby, all internal organs are going to shift and move around. So belly binding helps you to kind of bring internal organs back. And during these 7 sessions, I actually feel like my belly went back inside. I really feel good right now. So the food is really delicious, and this soup actually looks like borscht because it has so many beets, but it tastes quite differently, and I actually am surprised because I really love the taste. It is so good. I asked my doula for the recipe, but she said she's not gonna share because a lot of people ask her that, but she promised me that the next session or meeting we're gonna have is gonna be informal, and she's gonna share her recipe. So once I know, guys, I might share with you, but I'm not really sure. And she prepares and cooks for me traditional drinks. This is the traditional Afghan drink, which is called chava. It has different sorts of the ingredients. I know she puts some honey, some type of the nuts, which helps with milk production, and it helps to heal, and it helps to keep the body warm. And she prepares for me the chocolate drinks that I showed you. She also makes a goji berry tea. During the labor, you lose a lot of blood, so it helps to restore everything that you lost throughout the labor. So what about me? I live in Chicago. I actually moved here 3 years ago, or actually 4 years ago. And I met my husband here, and we became partners. We co-founded together an edtech company, and then we started dating, and then we got married. And now, 2 babies later and 4 years of running a business together, we shifted our business towards the edtech platform, vitavex.co. And what I really like about my job is that actually I never finished working. I work 3 days before giving a birth and 3 days right after. And I really love it because I actually can work remote from home and be next to my baby and spend just few hours in tech working remotely, and at the same time being a mom and being next to my babies. So if you girls or guys have any questions about the tech career, you can ping me and you can ask me any questions, and I can actually help you to get into tech. So let's continue about the postpartum. So I have some questions from my Instagram followers that I'm going to answer today. How did you find your doula? A very great question. I actually found Nahid, my doula, 2 years ago when I was pregnant with Alim, and I knew that I wanted to hire a doula. So I started researching. That time we were in Hawaii and we knew that we were gonna come back to Chicago. So I started researching doulas in Chicago and found this amazing group, Chicago Family Doulas. And director, her name is Anne. I talked to her and she provided me 3 different doulas, and I started interviewing them. So Nahid was actually the 3rd doula that I interviewed, and I really matched with her. You actually need to kind of talk to them and see if you're comfortable, because this person is going to go with you to the labor, and during the labor you have the pain, the contractions, and you really want to have a person who you are comfortable with. So my very first delivery with Aline was actually with the help of Nahid, and when I found out that I'm pregnant with Kai, with my 2nd child, I immediately knew that I'm going to hire Nahid. We called her, and that time she told me that she stopped working with the labor, but she actually, because we are her old clients, she's going to help us out. So we hired her for 2 packages. The first one, she went with me to the labor, and the second one is postpartum package. So question number 2, tell us what is included into the postpartum package. This is a really great question, because the postpartum package is an interesting one. What is postpartum package about? Overall, it's the so-called 4th trimester for the mom and the newborn baby, and actually the whole family. As I said, Nahid is from Afghanistan, and in her culture, similar to my culture, we have this belief that the first 40 days is the most important one, and Nahid has this practice where she comes to you as doula for 3 weeks, 3 times a week, and she has 7 sessions with you. And each session she does the following. The very first one is, as I showed you guys, is the salt herbal bath, then the Yoni steam, then she does the Chinese traditional massage for you. Then she has abdominal work and the belly binding, which helps to put the internal organs back. Then she does cooking. So the last question that I have is about placenta, because I was sharing that after giving a birth, we take placenta with us. which is a little bit weird, but a lot of people actually practice taking placenta with you, because you actually can, some of the people, they take placenta and they transform it into some kind of the pills or the cells, which you can freeze and store somewhere. But what we do with placenta, my doula and me, we highly believe that placenta is actually an organ that was created inside of you and that nurtured and grew your baby for the whole 9 months, or actually 40 weeks is 10 months. So for the whole 10 months, and you kind of need to give thanks to this organ. And what they do in the hospital is they just throw it away. And my doula was sharing that she believes that placenta needs to be kind of buried. You need to be grateful for this organ, and actually burying placenta gives your child this kind of groundness and connection with the Mother Earth, and giving back placenta to the Mother Earth has some deep meaning, and I also believe that. So after I gave birth to Alim, we actually took placenta with us, and we had this little closure ceremony with my husband, and we gave this speech giving thanks to placenta and give it just back to the Mother Earth. So we're gonna do the same with Sky. We actually haven't done it yet. It's freezed in the freezer, in the fridge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this closure ceremony, which is really, really important, because your delivery is not finished yet, and you want to go through this fourth trimester, through this 40 days of postpartum, and do this kind of closure procedure, which I really believe in. So what I'm gonna do is probably I'm gonna gather my girlfriends, and we're gonna talk about my birth story, which is really important, because you want to experience this closure of the procedure. You want to talk about it and kind of like finish the story. And we also do this ceremony with my husband and the placenta. Оскар, как будет shower? Okay. So it's actually a funny story, because we decided to bury our placenta in the park in downtown in South Loop next to our house, and it looked a little bit weird, because me and my husband decided to do it at 12 a.m. at night. We took the shower with us, and we went to this park, and there were lots of neighbors and people around with the dogs, you know, and they were just looking at us like, it looked a little bit weird, but it was really funny. So we're gonna do this procedure with Kai's placenta as well, and we're gonna do this closure of the whole birth story. Alright guys, I really hope this video was helpful, especially if you're a brand new mama. So now you know about my postpartum experience, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing my experience and lots of information about my journey, life in tech, motherhood, and any tips that I have for you. So I will be happy to answer all your questions in the comments below. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.